We're going to make a venison stew. You could use beef, you could use goat, you could use elk, whatever you want to do. Remember, the thing about cooking is have fun, enjoy yourself. You don't have to stick to any recipe. So just think of recipes as guidelines. So here's the venison. I've been soaking it in yogurt for, about 24 hours. You could soak it in milk. Some people soak it in water and baking soda. That's just to take out some of the gaminess. And I was told that this is going to be a real gamey piece of meat. So that's why I'm soaking it. So take it out and put it on a paper towel like this. All right, let it drip off. Put it on the paper towel, right? And then take another paper towel. And then take more paper towels and just... There, we got some light on it. So just pat the meat like that until you get the yogurt off of it for the most part. And then just prepare it for the grill because we're cooking this in a crock pot. So we're going to brown it. We're going to get some color on it by grilling it like you would any steak. We're going to put a little olive oil on this. Right, and then little bit of minced garlic. Pepper. And put some salt on it. I can't do this one-handed. I gotta hang up here. Okay, so that's pretty much how I do just about any steak for the grill. So let's put it on the grill. You want it on a high heat. So the meat has some color to it. We're gonna keep it on a little bit longer. Flip it a couple more times and then take it inside. The one thing that I want to say is do not cut it up for the stew right away. Let it rest. All the juices will just run right out of it. So let it rest for 20-25 minutes, then cut it up, and then you're going to put it in that broth that we're making. While the steak is cooking, start making your broth that you're going to cook the stew in. Put in the crock pot, put about, I don't know, some chopped onion. That's about a half a cup, right? Put in some garlic. That's probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons. That's a lot. Put in some, there's some basil. I don't know how much that is. It's just some. Throw in some rosemary, right? Put 3 in there. You're going to take those out at the end, or you're going to take them out midway. Here's some bay leaves. We'll put in a couple bay leaves. And we'll take these out too. And you're going to cook the meat in the broth. We're not going to add the vegetables until later. And the reason why is that this is a tough piece of meat. We need to cook this down until it's tender. If you put the vegetables in right now, they'll just turn to mush. Yeah, let's add a 3rd bay leaf. Now add about, now remember this is for me, I'm not going to make that much. So I'm going to use about a half a bottle of red wine. All right, maybe a little bit more. Okay, yeah, it's about a half bottle, a little bit more. And then add, oh shit, I don't know. This beef stock, we're probably adding, I don't know, 2 cups, something around there. Okay, now add some black pepper. Lots of black pepper. About I don't know, half a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. Now add some Worcestershire sauce, and I don't know how much I'm adding here. Maybe a 1/4 cup or something. Maybe that's a little heavy. Maybe, I don't know. You like it, add more. You don't like it, don't add it at all. I guess that's about a 1/4 cup, something like that. We'll add a little bit more. All right. So take the meat inside, cut it up, right, whatever size you want, and put it in the crock pot and cook it on medium. Okay, so here's the meat all chopped up and ready for the crock pot here. So just take it and put it in the crock pot. Just pour it in there. We want to keep all those juices. We want all that going in there. Now, really, cook. I'm going to have to check this in about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that, and make sure that the meat is tender. I'm not putting the vegetables in there yet. We're not doing that. We're going to cook the meat down, make sure that the meat is in, a good position, and then we'll put the vegetables in there. You want the vegetables to be able to cook, an hour and a half, 2 hours, so we're going to cook the meat first for a couple hours too. Okay, so this is about 2.5 hours, and I'm going to put the vegetables in now. I also, at about an hour and a half, I took out most of the rosemary, and what else? That's it. I left some of the rosemary leaves in there, but I took most of it out. So to that, we're going to add about 2 cups of mushrooms. And we're going to have to add some liquid too. And then I'm going to add, what was this, like maybe 3 cups of potatoes, a cup of carrots, and a cup of Brussels sprouts, something like that. Alright. Now I got to add water. So I don't have any bottled water, and I'm not going to use the tap water here. No fucking way. It looks all rusty. I won't drink it. There's no way. I'll bathe with it. So I'm just going to use the rest of the wine. Alright. So I'll put the lid on it, and I'll cook it for another, I don't know, 2 hours or something. 2.5 hours. We'll see. Meat has to be done. And it's still very tough. Alright, there you go. Venison stew. Maybe another hour. We could probably go another. This is about after 5.5, 6 hours. Go a little bit longer, but it's done. I want to eat.